Hey, guys. First, I want to say thanks again for coming to Friday's session. Hopefully, it was informative. You learned something. But I'm going to show you quickly how you create a Pear Deck. It's real simple. So we're going to start from scratch, but I'll show you also how you can just pull something from your drive and just add slides to it. So, say if we're starting from scratch, okay. Let's just change this background real quick. Done, and we'll change the layout to blank. Okay. So let's add a title real quick. Test. Okay. So first, what you have to do is, if you've signed up for the 90-day trial, you should have access to this dashboard, which lets you see your most recent presentations. Plus, they give you some updates. But where you're really going to choose everything is through the add-on. So if you go to add-ons in Google Slides that you get through Drive, you're going to go to add-ons. I already have it installed, but go to get add-ons, type in Pear Deck, install it. And then all you have to do is, when you're in Google Slides, open the Pear Deck app. Everything shows up on the right-hand side, all of your choices. These ones are real basic ones. So if you already have a bunch of slides made and you just want to add something basic, do that. If you want to get a little more in depth and use some of the stuff they have, so they have beginning of lesson. So let's use the first one. Maybe you have instructions you want to give them. To start the class, all you have to do is click a slide and it pops up as the next slide. You don't have to open up a new slide and transplant anything. You click it, it becomes the next slide. You can edit any of the text. You can make the bar smaller. Say if it was a drawing slide and you wanted more space, you can do that. So if we were to, let's open up a new slide. Let's add a picture. Okay. Now, this is when I was teaching civics. This is my rap name, Two Chambers, and this is what I said for them to remember was what elected officials do for their constituents is they rep them, as in representative democracy. But now, if we wanted to make this an interactive question, let's add a shape. Okay, and let's do just a box here and ask, has Mr. Latari lost his mind? Okay. But right now, that's not an interactive slide. But I could go here. Let's go back to the original slides. I will ask a multiple choice question. Yes, no, always been crazy. Update the slide. Now that is a interactive slide. And when you start the lesson over here, I'll show you what that looks like, and then we can come back to this. You're going to be able to choose student paced or instructor paced. Again, I would say instructor paced for most activities if you're doing lecture and notes. Student paced if this is more of on their own activity or you're doing online teaching. This is the easier way to do it. But you can always switch back and forth between them in the middle of the presentation. So now as you see it launches, it's going to come up with that code, or you can give students a link or invite through Google Classroom. If you have a separate device, you can open up the dashboard on a different site, on a different tablet. And then now we have our questions. Okay. So if we go back, this is how this would work if you already had presentations created. You would just go into your drive, open up your slideshow, and you can add new features to just individual slides. Maybe you had already asked a question in the past that you had them say out loud or write down. You can now add that, so they do that here. So then let's go to this. So when we're done, so let's end it. You can name, so period 1, however you do it, click publish student takeaways, save and end session. Okay. And then it's going to give you the link, just like I sent to you guys, or you could share it to whatever Google Classroom, and then they have it. But once you share it once, make sure you share it at the end of the entire presentation. Otherwise, it will not update their work. So that is a quick rundown of Pear Deck. If you have more questions, feel free to email me, and I will make another video, or we can meet in person, however that works. All right. Thanks.